Are you looking to build your own custom LEGO creations, but you're not sure about what pieces you should buy to do this? Well, I got you covered. Here are 5 sets you can buy right now in 2025, and each one of them is a sensational parts pack. I'm going to show you how you can use the pieces that come in these sets to build your own amazing creations. Let's check it out and get you inspired. Starting off with 71862 Dragon Spinjitzu Battle Pack, which is about 30 Australian dollars or about 20 US dollars. So pretty cheap. I'll get to the pieces that come in this set in a hot second, but first I want to very quickly highlight this actual set, because it's very fun. This is essentially just Beyblades. You push down at the back and you launch this spinning disc. You can pit the two against each other and have them fight, and you can actually knock over the shrine in the background as well for a little bit of added playability. This is a really solid concept that they executed perfectly. But now, the pieces that come in this set. Oh, there's some good stuff. You get a very nice supply of these 1x2 and 1x3 rounded plates. I love this piece. And this diver creation by Eero Okanonen shows you why this piece is so good. You'll notice the element in dark tan right here. When you link 2 of them together onto this piece, you'll see that it very easily creates a quite posable and flexible limb. I mean, it looks really good, doesn't it? So yeah, always a nice pleasure to get a good handful of these pieces. You also get a nice splattering of dark bluish grey slope pieces. I use these all the time in my own creations when I'm building some type of landscape. Even just getting a small amount of them is perfect for rock work. This is a big help. The same can be said for some of these tan plates that come in the set. It's always good to increase your supply of these sorts of pieces so that if you're looking to create a desert landscape or even some tan Tatooine architecture, then you're good to go. Now, sure, okay, yeah, these pieces are good, but there's plenty of other great parts that come in this relatively cheap set. For example, the best piece in this set has to be these elements. These power burst pieces. You get them in a lovely variety of colours in this set, and they look sensational. And even just that subtle dragon head motif that's on this piece, that's such a nice touch. So these are the colours that come in this set, but you can also get them in trans pink in the set 71824 Sora's Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner. You can also pick this up in trans orange in this set. And by the way, both of these are half the price of that double pack, which is so good. Isn't it just so exciting to play around with a brand new piece like this? And then it's so exciting to see how people in the community have played around with new pieces. For example, check out how Woomy World has recreated this iconic Pokemon, Ghastly. Using this piece to recreate that poisonous gas or the kind of ghostly aura that this Pokemon has. I mean, that is the perfect use for this piece. Woomy also uses this element on this dude. Yeah, how about that? Getting the trans red piece and the trans pink piece and putting them together to create some sort of hellfire, or some kind of magical swirl that summons this evil Death Lord. That looks so magnificent. So yeah, with the pieces that come in these 2025 Ninjago spinner sets, you can do a lot. But the good stuff just keeps coming. To sweeten the deal, that double pack set we were talking about before, well, it comes with this incredible 2x3 printed tile. What a stunning looking piece. And then check out the minifigures in this double pack. The insane printing that comes on Ras. He looks amazing. And if we go to one of the cheaper packs, take a look at Sora. The printing on her arm is immaculate. Oh, but check out the Dragonian Warrior. This might be one of the best minifigures ever made. That dragon-like helmet is so freaking cool. And then he's got wings as well. But the wings separate and become this little tiny dragon. This is just peak minifigure design right here. So yeah, dude, a great set with amazing minifigures and even better pieces. And all of this for such a cheap price tag as well. It doesn't get better than this. The next set that's worth picking up for pieces is 42200 Monster Jam ThunderROARus Pullback. So this set is about 40 Aussie dollars, which is roughly 27 American dollars. All modern Technic sets are amazing parts packs if you're looking to build Bionicles. I mean, just look at the sensational array of Technic panels that come in this set. You could do like I did on one of my recent Bionicle creations. I use these to help create a lot of the armor on Kitongu. Yeah, these types of pieces are invaluable for sleek and stylish armor. I love playing with these types of pieces. And so does Matt Goldberg as well. He's used some similar looking elements here on this character. I like how some of them form some interesting gauntlets, and a bunch of them make up this very interesting looking torso. Sweet. So yeah, the Technic panels are great, but you also get a lot of other nice pieces, like these macaroni elements. I recommend taking some inspiration from Joxon, who used them to create some beautiful textures. See how these adorn the body design of this guy? Doesn't that just look brilliant? What a fantastic texture. Okay, sure, you need a lot of them to do this, and you unfortunately only get 2 in this set, but you can still do plenty with just 2 of these pieces. The monster truck also comes with a bunch of pins and axles. I mean, you can never have too many of these. Every single mock you make is going to use these pieces in some fashion. And I think you can kind of say the same thing about lift arms. And look at all the ones you get in this set. You can easily use them when you're designing frames for your creations. These work great for a very strong structural support on this leg design, but you could also embed them into the torso as well. It'll give you a nice sturdy base of support that you can then armor up later. Or why not turn them into some sort of exotic leg design? You could do something similar to what Mitch Henry has done here. See, dude, a cheap set like this comes with so many helpful pieces. Now, I picked this specifically because it's one of the cheapest Technic sets, but there's other cheap ones in the exact same price bracket, and there's also some ones in some higher up price brackets. I recommend buying whichever one fits your budget, but honestly, any Technic set right now is a great parts pack. The third set that you should be buying for pieces is 31163 3-in-1 Playful Cat. There are so many good pieces in this set, and it's only 40 Australian dollar dues or 25 American freedom dollars. One example of good pieces that comes in this set are these excellent mixel joints. These are invaluable for character and creature builds. I made this classic space little robot dude back in the day, and he uses some mixel joints on his limbs. And hey, these pieces are incredibly posable, so if you're looking to have a little bit of posability in your mocks, these are a must-have. The set also comes with 2 of these black whip elements. A builder called Loaf Builds, he uses them all the time on pretty much every creation he makes. The way that these are embedded into this design so that it looks like wires and other mechanical details, it's just such a nice personal touch that adds so much to this creation. It really elevates it to a new level. You also get some white stem pieces. I used the green version of these pieces recently on this tree design. Can you imagine if I swapped out some of these for the white ones instead? Then I could make them look like snow-capped trees on a nice winter display. That'd be quite nice. But my personal favorite here has to be these macaroni elements, the big ones. You don't really get a lot in this set, unfortunately, but even just a small amount is great. VB has used them on their own version of Nocturne. The repeated texture of these pieces, it looks so creepy, but it also looks so good at the same time, doesn't it? Maybe you could do something similar. Oh, and then this set features a ton of curved slope pieces. Dude, these parts are so good. Check out this creation by Eero Okononen. It's got so many different curved slope variants all over the design. See, using these pieces allows you to recreate some fantastic organic and realistic shapes on a humanoid body. But it also works good for robots wearing armor. These sorts of parts are so versatile and so easy to use. And the incredible shapes and forms you can create with them, the possibilities are endless. And to help connect a lot of these pieces onto your creation, well, you're gonna need various types of studs not on top elements. And look at how many you get in this set. Here's a breakdown of a foot design I did on a recent mock of mine. You'll notice that the inner workings use a lot of these studs not on top pieces, or snot bricks. Pieces like these are so useful and so helpful. And hey, you even get a nice supply of these pieces, which are my favorite Lego pieces. The D-Snot piece. Oh, I love this so much. The Creator Cat also has a nice helping of pieces in a brand new Lego color, reddish orange. It's always delightful to get to play with a brand new colour. And hey, you even get some of those small macaroni pieces we were talking about before. Fantastic. And finally, you get a nice supply of basic plates and bricks. Yeah, okay, this might seem a bit average and boring compared to what we were looking at before, but see, I use these pieces all the time. Whether I'm building like structural supports for the interior of a diorama, or even the exterior of a diorama, the actual landscape and stuff like that, I use a bunch of these pieces. So if you are looking to make some sort of diorama or landscape, these kind of pieces are invaluable and you typically churn through them very quickly when you build stuff like this. So it's always nice to get a little top up that you can add to your collection. Okay, now for the set that I would describe as the best set of 2025. Well, it's certainly the best parts pack of this year. This is 11040 Magical Transparent Box. It's 30 Aussie dollars, or about 25 US dollars. It's cheap, and it's packed full of so many goodies. I mean, look at all the amazing parts you get here. So much good stuff. We'll quickly focus on some of these pastel colors that come in here. These are nice. I mean, you get a bunch of snot elements, which is always good, like we spoke about before. You also get some of these very interesting new pieces. A tile with a big old hoop sticking out of them. Fascinating. But mate, look at the amazing transparent elements. You get crazy things like 2x4 bricks in trans pink, even some in trans blue as well. You get some flame pieces in exotic colors, very nice. You get some trans clear arches as well. What? There are so many brand new recolors in this set. So many impressive pieces that we've never seen before. And look at how much of it you get. This set has inspired so many builders already. For example, Joxon has a mock that uses a bunch of pieces from this set. I mean, look at these stunning colors. I love this funky head design with like triangular hair. So cool. But I also recently saw some buildings in Legoland Dubai. And as you can see, these buildings use all sorts of transparent bricks for their windows. But a lot of these bricks are pieces that are called Q parts. If you're not familiar with what a Q part is, Lego master model builders who work at Legoland, they have access to exclusive pieces. They can order a lot of pieces in essentially any color they want, even colors that they're not officially produced in. And this allows them to make all sorts of incredible models, like the ones you're seeing here. Typically, a lot of Q parts are in transparent colors. So if you wanted to build something like this with existing pieces that an average Lego builder can buy, it wouldn't really be possible. Until now. Some of the pieces in this set only existed as Q parts in the past. And now, an average builder can buy them for the low price of 30 bucks. This set has so many creative possibilities, and it makes the impossible possible. I love it. I'm gonna buy like 7 of this set. Okay, the final set I wanna highlight in this video. It's 76780 Wednesday Addams figure. This is 80 Australian dollars and about 50 USD. So okay, this is a little bit pricier, but I think for what you get in this set, it justifies that more expensive price tag. Easily the most interesting thing in this set are these brand new face and hand elements. Honestly, I think these parts are exceptional. They do give off a more doll-like appearance, but see, I think that works in their favor. In the past, when we've had humanoid faces on Lego sets, they often look weird, uncanny, or creepy. But this, no, it looks just right. It's just slightly cartoony, but also realistic enough at the same time. I think it's awesome. Here's a creation that takes some of these pieces and uses them to create a brand new custom character. I mean, look at this. This is so charming and so full of life. I love it. Well, okay, actually, technically, this doll here is using pieces from the Wicked set, which gives you a few other variations of this face piece. And by the way, I recommend picking this setup as well. Great parts pack. So here's a mock that uses the same face as Wednesday. And again, this is another amazing character design. I really hope that these new pieces usher in a brand new age of Lego character design. I want to see countless creations built in this style. This is so delightful and so well made. Once again, the set comes with a bunch of studs not on top elements. Yeah, like I said before, these are great, always good to get stuff like this. And again, you get a nice helping of plates and bricks. Very helpful. But I want to focus on some of these larger plates. I love getting these in sets. I use them all the time when I'm making a brand new Lego diorama. You can see that here. I mean, something like this will eventually become a diorama that looks a little something like this. So yeah, a mock like this just really isn't possible without larger plates. Also, check out some of these black recolored elements. I can see these being used for some type of architectural detailing on a Gothic building, or maybe just some sort of ornate looking fence. It's good stuff. And you could say the same about this piece as well. It would look good in a Gothic context, but it would look really good as hair. This mock uses the gold variant of this piece, but hey, you could recreate this in black and it would look just as good. The set also comes with some brand new black flower pieces, very nice, and that's not it for plant pieces. You get these 3 leaf pieces, or threefs, in olive green and 2 new colors, gunmetal grey and trans black. That's so cool. You could do what Patrick Biggs has done here and add a little bit of plant life to your Bionicle creations. Can you imagine this mock, but instead of autumn colors, the leaves are all transparent black and gunmetal? I don't know, man, that would be sick. I'm so excited to use some of these pieces myself. They're just such good colors. And speaking of which, you get these candle elements in tan. A friend of mine called Magma Frost, they've been dreaming of getting this piece in this color for quite a while. At the moment, they just use these white candle pieces on some of their humanoid characters. You can see that piece right here on the arm. It'll be interesting to see him build similar characters with a tan color scheme instead. The set also boasts some very exciting new pieces, like a recolored scorpion in light grey, and this fantastic skull piece in light grey. Sick. Although one new piece which I find quite interesting is Wednesday's dress. It's actually hollow on the inside when we flip it over. Yeah, I can see myself using this for some sort of roof design on a castle tower. It's a very fascinating shape. On top of that, the set comes with some nice flex tube elements. Oh, this piece is always good to get. Jafer uses it a bunch on some of his creations. You can see him using them here for antenna or spikes coming out of the head of this dragon, or I guess a leviathan more specifically. But also the S-curve of this body design. That's achieved with the help of flex tubing as well. Maybe you could use this piece in a similar way. And finally, check out the nice supply of boat studs that you get in this set. Why not use them like Tony has done here? You can turn them into a fascinating elbow design, you can put them as armor on the sides of a face, or you can use them as eyes on that face. It's a very helpful piece. Alrighty, there you go gang, that's 5 sets. Well, actually it was more like 7, because I added a few extra in there. 7 sets that you can buy right now and use their pieces in your own creations. It is worth noting that there are plenty of other great pieces in all of these sets. I just highlighted some of the exceptional ones. But I recommend checking out the parts list for each of these sets on Bricklink and seeing what else you get. You'll realize pretty quick that every single one of these sets has so many good parts that I just didn't have time to talk about today. Yeah, I hope this gave you some inspiration and hopefully you buy these sets and start building your own fantastic mocks. Thanks for watching guys, happy building, and bye for now.